Welcome to On Capitol Hill with Congressman Lloyd Smucker, a weekly legislative update to keep you informed on the latest issues. Congressman Smucker, President Trump, and Vice President Pence came to Hershey this week, and you were there with them. Can you give us some of the highlights from that rally that was held at the Giant Center?
Yes, that was quite a fantastic evening in Hershey, Pennsylvania. People from all across the district, and actually far beyond, even from outside of Pennsylvania, came out in droves, lining up as early as the wee hours of that morning to be part of welcoming the president to Pennsylvania and celebrating with him. You know, he talked about the difference in Pennsylvania in just the last 3 years, and that difference is quite remarkable, thanks to his policies and thanks to what we've been able to get done in Congress. He talked about some of them: lowest unemployment rate in Pennsylvania history, wages rising, and on and on. But it was just a great evening to be there with that many people. The stadium was absolutely packed, and then there was a screen outside. There were thousands of people outside as well, despite the rain that was occurring at that point. So it was kind of hard to put into words the experience. The 20,000 people cheering and standing up for USA, chanting USA. So it was really wonderful. And the president invited the Pennsylvania delegation, including myself, to stand with him. We're all thankful for his leadership, support. He has worked so hard with us to make Pennsylvania's economy the strongest it has been in history. And I think one of the other highlights for me was the honor of meeting Harold Billow. It was recently an LMP article about Harold. He is the last local survivor and believed to be the last remaining survivor from anywhere of the Malmedy massacre that took place on December 17th, 1944 in Belgium. And so it was wonderful to meet him. He got to meet the president, and so that was great. And then flew back to Washington on Air Force One with the president and Marine One. So it was really was a memorable evening for everyone there who got to experience that.
Democrats signaled their support of the president's U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. How will this agreement benefit our nation?
We've talked about the USMCA before with you, and that is going to be a big win for Pennsylvania, the people of our district, and the people all across the country. It'll create new opportunities for Americans in every sector of our economy, but particularly important for farmers. We have, of course, dairy farmers in our district have been struggling. They will be able to not only maintain, but dramatically expand their sales into the Mexican and Canadian markets. The USDA had reported that the nation loses an average of 7 dairy farms a day. And the USMCA will help to reverse that trend. The agreement, among other things, also strengthens intellectual property protections for U.S. innovators and creators, increases the de minimis shipment value, which will allow American small businesses to be more competitive and grow their business in new markets. So there's a lot of good in there. It's just a few of them. And one of the other things that I think this will do, it'll help the president give him more leverage to negotiate a better deal with China as well. So this is another example of the president making a promise during his campaign, doing something that many people thought that he could not do. So very thankful that he was able to get this accomplished. I believe we're going to vote on this bill next week, and it should be signed into law before Christmas.
Thank you, Congressman Smucker. We look forward to hearing from you next time.
Thank you, Greg.
Tune in again next time for On Capitol Hill with Congressman Lloyd Smucker.